Two of him. Bat at one and bat at somewhere about 5 or 6 too. Looking for two, well played. Generally what you'll see when the field goes back and the spin is on, if you can drop the ball on that inner circle, that 30-yard circle, you'll generally get two. If you have no pace and get the ball to stop on those, you can just see those white markers. That's the 30-yard inner. Like it, is there? England versus Australia. We've had a great summer so far, but England Australia,
fantastic cricket all summer. But what a unique game, England-Australia with no crowd. I mean, it's bizarre, really. We're so thankful to all the teams that have come. West Indies, Pakistan, Australia now. It looks like, with touching wood, that we'll get all the international fixtures away. If you'd have said that in April, people would have said you're mad.
Well done, everyone. Ball down the ground, in the air. Who's under it? He's going to land safe. No, good catch. Safe hands of Steve Smith. It's another one for the Aussies.
And it's a big wicket. The destructive power of Morgan won't be seen this evening. He's gone swiftly. Just 3 balls for him tonight, trying to hit Maxwell over the top and down the ground. Skied it a long, long way in the air. And Australia's catching is sound. Finch, first of all, with a good catch over his left shoulder. And now Steve Smith tracking round from long on. Takes the mark and takes it well. 91 for 4. 1 ball left of the 12th over to go.
Biscuit nahi, biscuit.
मेरे दिल को करता है हिट बिस्किट नहीं बिस्कुट चाय वाला बिस्कुट दबामा कर प्यार से
क्या ये दाग रगड़े बिना निकलेंगे तो हो जाए मुकाबला रगड़ा वर्सेस नया एरियल तगड़ा इन दागों को बनाते हैं और सख्त अब इन जिद्दी दागों का सफाया करेगा नया एरियल
नया और पहले से बेहतर एरियल जिसका डबल एक्शन फॉर्मूला करे सख्त दागों की गहराई से सफाई सिर्फ एक धुलाई में
तो रगड़ा जीता या नया एरियल तगड़ा
The all-new range of Dolan's refrigerators जो बनी है यूरोपियन टेक्नोलॉजी से इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी
The last few overs, a good one, that one for Australia. Good over. A wicket from it, and 6 runs, it's 92 for 4.
The all-new range of Dolan's refrigerators जो बनी है यूरोपियन टेक्नोलॉजी से इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स रहे फ्रेश पूरे 20 दिन तक तमाम न्यूट्रिएंट्स समेत क्योंकि Dolan's रिलायबल है
6,000 super battery fast charging 6,000 always power on Techno Mobile able to move I'm always
इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स
Sampa rocking the Patrick Swayze long hair. Oh, there you go. Welcome to the crease too, Mr. Swayze.
Yep, look of amazement really there from Zampa. He thought he bowled a pretty good ball. Malan just swung this away to the leg side. Moeen Ali will be quite happy to see Mitchell Starc out of the attack. Ali's Moeen's a very good starter against spin.
Surprised the quick bowl again, maybe Cummins, Richardson, especially Moeen Ali. He's had some issues with the short ball. Moeen Ali's in good touch too. Played well that last T20 against Pakistan. Smacked it to all parts. That powerful striker, Moeen Ali. Oh, a bowl. Excellent delivery. He's got better and better, Adam Zampa, especially in this form of the game. His wrong'un is a bit harder to pick. He changes his pace nicely. He uses the crease really well. I don't think Mo picked this wrong'un either. Look for the drive down the ground. No edge.
We're chatting, weren't we, in the Test series here about the world rankings in T20 cricket. 9 of the top 10 spinners, lots of them wrist spinners. So important in this form of the game.
Another wrong'un. Absolutely, yeah.
Yes, please.
I think Australia have got a pretty good record with Agar and Zampa in those middle overs because they take wickets. Adam Zampa's speed, look at the variation already, sizzling that 55-60. That was mainly because the England batsmen on top, and now that Australia are getting on top, he's seeing a bit more the 50 to 55. Another wrong'un. This is the hard part of T20 cricket. When you've lost a couple of wickets, one guy's in, he knows he doesn't want to get out and have 2 people straight in. But then the team style of play is to keep going, back yourself and keep going. So it's a real tricky spot for Darwin Milan right now. Short, should be punished and is. Quick outfield here, that's 4. Good way to finish the over. A good one for England, that 14 from it.
इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स रहें फ्रेश पूरे 20 दिन तक तमाम न्यूट्रिएंट्स समेत क्योंकि टॉलरेंस रिलायबल है।
500 का मुफ्ता लगाना है, याद रखना हाथ धो के ही खाना है। नेस्ले नेस्ट फ्रूटा 200 ml के 2 फ्लैप्स या 1 लीटर के 1 फ्लैप से 2 मैकडॉनल्ड्स मैक चिकन मील पे पूरे 500 का मुफ्ता पाओ। नेस्ले नेस्ट फ्रूटा, कुछ नया करो। बेवकूफ की भूख अब ऑलवेज
Cam on 15, my camera phone.
Seems to, when Maxwell, when I see him bowl all the time, he seems to make something happen out of the pitch. He gets some good revs on the ball. Not just a part-timer, he's pretty handy.
Oh, well bowled again. From what we've seen tonight, you'd say spin, pace off the ball, holding the ball cross seam for the seamers, plenty of slower balls. You'd say that's the way to go on this pitch.
Absolutely. Short.
Given that it's going to be the same pitch for 3 games, it's going to get more and more so as we get through this week.
Absolutely. Same pitch for all 3 games. So wear and tear the next couple of days. So the spinners will come more and more. And as Mike Atherton says, change of pace. Slower balls gripping in the surface, cross seam. First 6 overs will be more important when you're batting.
Big boy, one puppy.
Reverse in the air. Is this out? Yep, got him again. Maxwell strikes. His leggy mate takes the catch. The reverse sweep. England lose another one.
Good from Australia. Good from Aaron Finch. Bringing Maxwell into the attack with 2 left-handers on strike. And it's a big wicket. Moeen Ali, who is good in this situation, generally starting against spin, has just offered Australia an opportunity now with Jordan in and Curran to come. These are very handy wickets for Australia. Moeen Ali gone for 2, 108 for 5.
Cam on 15, my camera phone, Techno. इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स रहें फ्रेश पूरे 20 दिन तक तमाम न्यूट्रिएंट्स समेत क्योंकि टॉलरेंस रिलायबल है। दिल से बनी दाल, नानी का अचार, चपली कबाब,
bat. Just saying they're not just one specialist batsman light. They look like for play.
सब खाने हैं फेवर की भूख अब ऑलवेज
The all-new range of Tolerance refrigerators जो बनी है यूरोपियन टेक्नोलॉजी से। इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स रहे फ्रेश पूरे भी।
Wide. Close look at Agar. Does look like Adam Scott. If he shaved his head, but that's not Adam Scott. That's Adam Scott. Well, Ashton Agar. Oh, through the gap. Good placement from Milan. That's 4.
Yeah, not an easy situation. Now, shame on the same for Dawid Malan, who's got to shepherd his innings through, but can't afford to hang around either, so he's got to find the best of both worlds. He's going well at the moment, 44 from 31.
The old get as many as you can, but don't get out. I think in this situation, Milan's got to be the one that bats through. He has to play the low-risk cricket. Sure, if he gets a bad ball, it's in his area, then go for it and smack it. But the new batsman coming in, give yourself a ball or two to get in, then it's your responsibility to try and hit the boundaries and take the pressure off Milan. There's no point, Curran and the rest of them to come in just to knock it around and put all the pressure back on Milan. Milan has to bat through. The new batsman in, give yourself a ball or two. It's your responsibility to hit the boundaries. That's how you're going to get the score up. Because Milan gets out now, all you're waiting for is the tail, is to bat out the overs and get us some sort of reasonable score. Where we've seen when batsmen are in at the end, they can score big. You can have those 15 plus overs. I think Aaron Finch and the Australians have done really well here. They got off to a flyer. 43, lost the first wicket off about 3.5, 4 overs. Butler was on fire. That's where the captaincy comes in. Both these guys, you'd think, say that Morgan and Finch are probably the 2 best captains in this form of the game in the world, and it's no coincidence that they're ranked number 1 and 2 as well. There's a calmness about them, and they're they're good tactically too.
Whole of India has just switched off.
Didn't say Virat wasn't good, but I'm saying these two are the best. Virat.
The all-new range of Tolerance refrigerators जो बनी है यूरोपियन टेक्नोलॉजी से। इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स रहे फ्रेश पूरे 20 दिन तक तमाम न्यूट्रिएंट्स समेत, क्योंकि टॉलरेंस रिलायबल है।
6,000 super battery fast charging. 6,000 always power on. Always power on. Techno Mobile. Favor की भूख अब always
इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स रहे फ्रेश पूरे 20 दिन तक तमाम न्यूट्रिएंट्स समेत, क्योंकि टॉलरेंस रिलायबल है।
रोजाना की मुश्किलात से सामना, make that jump, बेहतरीन moves और नक्शे के साथ तमाम नई PUBG मोबाइल।
Now they get bowled out.
It's been their mantra for a long time now under the leadership of Owen Morgan. Swing, swing, swing harder. But it does come with its risks. The risks of being bowled out cheaply, the risks of soft wickets, the risks of us having to understand that that's the way that he's leading his team.
Did in a 50-over game here against New Zealand. before the renaissance of their white ball side, 50 over side. They just went for it, got bowled out in 45 overs. So handy having a bowler like Maxwell. Just that stopgap, just that sixth bowler to come on, get through a few overs. He might go for a few. You know what? He might give you a couple of wickets as well, and he has done.
Also handy having a part-timer who's desperate to get in the game. He always wants to be in the game, this Glenn Maxwell. He'll stand at extra cover for the left-arm spinner. He'll stand at backward point for the seamers.
Now, has he just hit the stumps there? Has he just belted his stump, or is the keeper involved?
What's happened?
Just going to have a look at this. The hit wicket review. We don't get many of these.
The umpire to director. Got an umpire review for hit wicket. It's a fair delivery.
Surely the keeper knows. Surely. He has to know whether he's knocked it off or not. Of course he knows. Stop wasting
I've got
time.
a decision for the big screen.
Lovely try.
Not out. Repeat, not out.
Thinks about two. Warren was a couple of steps down, sent back.
Come on, Glenn.
Grip there, very round arm on that occasion from Maxwell. Another good over from him, just dealing in.
The all-new range of Tolerance refrigerators जो बनी है यूरोपियन टेक्नोलॉजी से, इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स रहें फ्रेश पूरे 20 दिन तक तमाम न्यूट्रिएंट्स में, क्योंकि टॉलरेंस रिलायबल है. Camon 15, my camera phone, Techno.
नेस्ले नेस्ट फ्रूटा 200 ml के 2 फ्लैप्स या 1 लीटर के 1 फ्लैप से 2 मैकडॉनल्ड्स मैक चिकन मील पे पूरे 500 का मुफ्त पाओ.
नेस्ले नेस्ट फ्रूटा कुछ नया करो.
The all-new range of Tolerance refrigerators जो बनी है यूरोपियन टेक्नोलॉजी से, इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स रहें फ्रेश पूरे 20 दिन तक तमाम न्यूट्रिएंट्स में, क्योंकि टॉलरेंस रिलायबल है.
Bowlers start bowl the last over, 19th maybe, gets those Yorkers in.
Cummins with 2 to go.
Really dragged on that occasion. Carey sharp. Australia now looking sharp. Bit of a sloppy start. Butler made him pay since that power play. The catching's been good, the captaincy excellent, and the energy's back. This is when you fret as Curran. You've got Milan at the other end going really well, and every dot ball he'll be fretting, I need to get Milan on strike. Good stop. Another bit, good bit of work. Looks that Warner on this occasion. Always been a good fielder, David Warner.
Yeah, brilliant from Australia. The last 45 minutes to an hour have been magnificent from Australia. Yes, Josh Butler started well, and Milan has played some rather lovely cricketing shots. Extra cover drives, the lofted drives, a few slog sweeps. It's amazing when the Aussies get that little something about them. Just turn it on. Fielding goes up a notch. Their bowling seems to go where they want the ball to be delivered. They take all their catches. And they've been out of the game for 7 months, but certainly don't look out of it at the moment, that is for sure.
No boundary for 2 overs. I think captain recent times when I've had too many white ball games where he's gone a couple of overs without a boundary. He'll be itching for him to get on with it. If in doubt, take the positive option. Here it comes. Well bowled. Smart bowling. A cricketer has to have a gut feel. And that's exactly what Richardson had there. From nowhere, pace off. It was the right option at the right time. The sort of delivery Curran himself would bowl. Just dies on it. No pace. Even if it hit that, it probably got caught short third man. Fine leg comes up. Mid-on goes back. Pace off. There's a man out there. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Everything going Australia's way. England continued to lose wickets. Agar said he didn't see it. Well, he caught it perfectly.
Yeah, they continue to lose wickets because the bowling is exceptional. Richardson has a role to play in this Australian team, and that's to finish it off at the death. He only bowled 1 over at the top, and he's now coming in to finish off the rest because he understands the wickets, he understands the way he bowls. The catching from Australia has been outstanding. Absolutely brilliant. Curran departs for 6.
क्या ये दाग रगड़े बिना निकलेंगे? तो हो जाए मुकाबला। रगड़ा वर्सेस नया एरियल तगड़ा। इन दागों को बनाते हैं और सख्त। अब इन जिद्दी दागों का सफाया करेगा नया एरियल।
नया और पहले से बेहतर एरियल, जिसका डबल एक्शन फॉर्मूला करे सख्त दागों की गहराई से सफाई सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
तो रगड़ा जीता या नया एरियल तगड़ा?
The all-new range of Tolerance refrigerators, जो बनी है यूरोपियन टेक्नोलॉजी से। इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स रहें फ्रेश पूरे 20 दिन तक तमाम न्यूट्रिएंट्स समेत, क्योंकि टॉलरेंस रिलायबल है।
Pulled into the deep and the land will go to 50. A lone fight after Joss Buttler. He's a seriously good T20 player and he's played really well again. 125 for 6.
Camon 15, my camera phone, Techno.
इसने मजा गुजरने का आए, जो भी खाए खस्ता पाए, ये चाय को 4 चांद लगाए। बिस्कोनी चाय वाला बिस्कुट।
दिल से बनी दाल, नानी का अचार, चपली कबाब, घर का बना साग, ओम शख्स के खाने जिनमें है माँ जैसा प्यार, टप 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 ढेरों खाने,
फूड पैदापर, सब खाने हैं।
And this is the battle.
Yeah, I don't mind this. I don't mind Zampa. Very scared of Maxwell. Worried about Maxwell being Aaron Finch. Adam Zampa loves this. He loves the battle. He's got that smile on his face because this is what he is made for and what he believes he wants to compete in.
It's also what Owen Morgan does with Adil Rashid. He saves him towards the end when you get the lower order batsman in, and then the variations. Lower order batsmen just take that millisecond to work out. Is it a leg break? Is it a googly? They are deadly towards the end of an innings. There you go. He picked it. Fair play to Jordan. First ball picked, went with the googly for a single.
Yeah, he's better than a tail ender, isn't he, Jordan? He does give it a bit of a whack, and he's got a big shot in. A strong guy. It's a long ball, but in and around this England team for a long time because he's also quite smart in the way that he goes about his business.
Get past that sweeper. They're finding the sweeper a lot. Agar again.
Nothing missing in the Australians' fielding, is there? So good this evening. Catching sharp, fielding on the boundary sharp. Maxwell in the ring, always sharp.
Oh, down the leg side, that will be wides. All the way as well. Saw him go across, still hurled it down the leg side.
So happy, Adam Zampa. Stiff on the keeper, that. Batter goes one way, bowler goes the other way, one-sided. Not even a mitt on it. Have to bowl it again. You don't want to be bowling balls again at this time of the game in particular. An extra delivery, it could cost you more. Already gone for 4.
Good over for England so far. 3 deliveries left, 9 from it. And Milan on strike. Big shot, leg side. It's going to be an excellent England. That's a maximum. 15 off it. 2 deliveries to go.
Yeah, the spinner at this time, he's got to nail it. He has to nail it and execute so well. He's got to be so precise because batters have got free rein to just put it in the car park if they can. A left-handed batter to a leg-spinning bowler. It's almost a free hit.
Milan could well go again here. Could well target. Zampa goes offside this time. Mid-off, long off. Can't get there. What an over for England. What an over for Milan. They're just going to check 4 or 6.
Yeah, I think it's a 6, Nas. I think it's just gone over the ropes. But it's clever batting. He knew that Zampa was going to go wide outside off stump, so he gave himself a little bit of room and he places it perfectly over the extra cover boundary. 6 it is.
21. 1 delivery to go. The gamble with Zampa hasn't paid off yet. Towards long off. Perfect for England. Milan will keep the strike. The over they needed.
The all-new range of Dollars refrigerators जो बनी है यूरोपियन टेक्नोलॉजी से, इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स रहें फ्रेश पूरे 20 दिन तक तमाम न्यूट्रिएंट्स में, क्योंकि डॉलर्स रिलायबल है. Camon 15, my camera phone, Techno.
500 का मुफ्ता लगाना है. याद रखना, हाथ धो के ही खाना है. नेस्ले नेस फ्रूटा 200 ml के 2 फ्लैप्स या 1 लीटर के 1 फ्लैप से 2 मैकडॉनल्ड्स मैक चिकन मील पे पूरे 500 का मुफ्ता पाओ. नेस्ले नेस फ्रूटा, कुछ नया करो. बेवकूफ. अब ऑलवेज
2 overs to go. What can England get up to? What can Milan get them up to? Towards long off. And brilliant hands again. Steve Smith it is.
He played so well, David Milan. Played beautifully, all around the wicket. Against the seamers, against the spinners. And Richardson is so good at the death. He really, really is. He understands everything. And Australia's fielding this evening, well, it doesn't get any better. It really doesn't get any better. David Milan knows he might have got away with that, but he didn't. He goes for 66.
The all-new range of Dollars refrigerators जो बनी है यूरोपियन टेक्नोलॉजी से, इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स रहें फ्रेश पूरे 20 दिन तक तमाम न्यूट्रिएंट्स में, क्योंकि डॉलर्स रिलायबल है.
बेवकूफ. अब ऑलवेज
'What do you reckon with Richardson? You set yourself, Kevin, for the slower ball mainly? You were batting against him at the death. Think slower ball.
Yeah, Malinga-like. You have a look at his last over. Look at his speeds. That's what he's doing here. Slow ball, slow ball, slower ball. Another one into the deck, the leg cutter into the deck, but wide outside off stump, so you can't really pull it onto the leg side, which would be your favoured.
Single, well played. Rashid just dropped it by his feet.
But absolutely, you set yourself for the slow ball. 100% you set it for it. Instinct will take over. If it's a little bit quicker, you'll be able to work it through the offside. You will have to whack it through the leg side. But if you're not setting yourself for the slower ball, that's the ball that's going to do you. Easy to hit when pace is on the ball, a little bit more difficult to make pace. But you can make pace if you're looking for the slower ball.
It's a good shot. Up and over the offside. Sweeper Agar has been busy.
There's the difference. 83 mile an hour as opposed to 73 miles per hour. So you can use that pace. Get bat on it. Be surprised if Richardson goes back to 83 mile an hour. Drop it again. And I'd be surprised if he doesn't finish.
More signs of pace off. Might be a bluff, but third man and fine leg come up. Mid on and mid off and cow corner and back. So this is a field for pace off. You never know. The Yorker it was, the bluff. Excellent bowling. Waiting for pace off. Fool, you played it pretty well. Super bowling. It really is smart bowling. One.
My camera phone टेक्नो इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स रहे फ्रेश पूरे 20 दिन तक तमाम न्यूट्रिएंट्स में क्योंकि टॉलरेंस रिलायबल है।
हाय अल्लाह चोर, हमारी गोल्ड की घड़ी, हमारा गोल्ड टी सेट, बेड़ा गर्क आपकी चिट्ठी का वो सारा सोना लूट गए और
की लुट लिया बेचारों ने। तेरा सारा सोना तो ऐसे है।
अंदर से गोल्ड और बाहर से एक्स्ट्रा गोल्ड वैनिला पे और ज्यादा चॉकलेट्स और की चोपा सिर्फ 25 रुपए।
इसकी नेचर लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी से फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स रहे फ्रेश पूरे 20 दिन तक तमाम न्यूट्रिएंट्स में क्योंकि टॉलरेंस रिलायबल है।
Pace on for Cummings at the start. Was a Yorker. We saw Richardson did bowl pace on when he bowled his Yorker. While the fast bowlers talking to each other, the captain talking to the bowler, talking about how good pace off has been. Aaron Finch is next to Pat Cummins at the moment. The message has got through to him about pace off. You'd expect pace off again now, Nas. Heavy leg side boundary.
Yeah, I mean, Rashid prefers the offside. He's tried one leg side scoop shot. It's not his way to go. He prefers sort of backward point, squirting it away offside. Just within the lines because he went across. Those lines are movable. Those blue lines, Rashid just went across to the offside. So I think it was fine. Just okay, that's fine.
So the blue line's movable if you go further outside off stump?
Yeah, then obviously you can hit it. If you go outside leg, you've got any margin for error. But I think Rashid would want to open up that offside. The other way, he's not as comfortable doing that. They're going to run to the keeper. Hits some, but I think Jordan's well home.
They've just popped upstairs to have a quick look to see Jordan. But no, not sure you would have asked for that. Don't think they have. Jordan will now be on strike, and this
Cow corner as well. He's an extra cover on this occasion. Down the ground. Again, it should be 2. Or it could be 3 with that little relay. No, Jordan says we're okay.
it's their first mistake. It's taken them 19.5 overs to make a mistake, Australia. Just imagine the Barmy Army were here and Warner made that little boo-boo. Oh, would have been chaos, Nas.
If it had been Warner to Smith, it would have been even better, but it was to Finch. Look, no one behind him to give him stick.
None.
Last ball swung away leg side. It could well go for 4. Does it split them? It does. A good end for England. Jordan was waiting for the short one. He ends with his first boundary. England end with 162 for 7. And Australia dragged that back pretty well. Bowled it into the surface. There were 4 men out leg side. Jordan found the gap perfectly. So England started with the brilliance of Butler, and in the middle they had some magic from Milan. But apart from that, Australia will be very pleased with their work.
Yeah, they certainly will. He'll be a very happy coach for sure. Got his notepad, not written anything down there about the fielding. Australia have been outstanding. Bowlers have been good. Captain and coach there. But all round, all good. Be very happy with Australia. Staring a real big number down when Butler was going, but they got Butler, and then there were a few interesting shots that gave them an opportunity to get back in this game. When you give an Australian a sniff, he'll get back at you, and he'll get back at you hard.
There's those 2 big scores. Josh Butler, 44 in 29. He looked in great touch. David Milan, who's looked in great touch for a long time in T20 cricket, 66 from 43. Not a lot else. A little cameo from Chris Jordan, 14 from 8 deliveries. Odd bowling figures because, as we said, some bowlers who bowl really well didn't bowl out. Have a look at Richardson there, 3 overs, 2 for 13. And Maxwell, 3 overs, 2 for 14. That bowling attack and the fielding dragged it back pretty well for the Aussies. So the lights are on. England have made 162. Australia will need 163 to win this first T20 international.
क्या ये दाग रगड़े बिना निकलेंगे?